Okay, I'm Vince Davis. I'm an attorney here in California, and my co-host is Cynthia Becker. Cynthia, you still with us?
I'm here.
All right. We have about 11 minutes left. Let's take one more call in this first hour. Let's talk to Melissa. Melissa from California.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
did you have a question to ask?
I do have a question. Well, I have a question and a story to tell you
Okay.
about what happened. So on August 15th, our son Weston, he's 11 years old, was taken due to what happened was my husband and I had an altercation one morning, but it was due to my mother and sister banging on our door, like telling us to give them our son Weston. And we were so confused, like, what are you talking about? Like, they never asked to have him over the night, never asked to take him out to the park or throw a ball, anything. And so this was, like, super disturbing, you know. We even called the police to have them so they would leave. And when the police came, they asked, to see Weston, make sure everything's okay, and he was. And, yeah, this happened over 3 days, every day doing this. And, of course, my husband and I are, like, on edge, like, what is going on? Why are they doing this? Well, one morning, my husband's like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to take a drive. And I was upset. I'm like, no, don't go. He was on the inside of the garage door going out to the garage, and I was on the outside, and we were tug-of-warring it, and I slipped off, and the garage door was open, and the neighbors heard, so I think they're the ones that called the police. But anyway, after they called the police, they came down to my sister's house. My sister lives like 3 houses down, to talk to me. And I said, everything was fine. We just had an altercation. He just graduated from psych tech school, which was the hardest thing he's ever done, after being out of high school for 25 years. And I said, no, I don't want to. This is crazy. We've never had any altercation like that to call the police. And so they came down to talk to him. And they actually arrested him. They told me it's not up to you, it's up to us. Anyways, they arrested him, and we just got a letter that all they did was detain him, and they don't have evidence, that everything's dropped. Well, the next day, I'm at home with my son. My sister that lives down the street has 3 children. They texted my son and said, hey, come down and play some video games. He goes down there. About a half hour later, I look, and there's police cars in front of my sister's house, and I'm worried, like, what's going on? So I walk down there, and I open the side door to the garage, which they've made like a game room, and there's a police officer and a social worker talking to my son. And I'm like, what is going on? And I actually have a video of it because it was really alarming that they were doing this. And they said I had to leave, and this was, they had to do an investigation. And it was just all so confusing. About 45 minutes later, I'm waiting outside, and they come out and say they're going to take my son. Our son is such a homebody. We're such a close family. I mean, we've raised 2 older children that are 27 and 25 now with no issues. We're foster parents. We have foreign exchange students every summer. I mean, our son's on a traveling baseball team. He's in sports all the time. And now he's taken, and they say he's going to be gone for 2 years. Is that crazy?
It is. Well, let me ask you something.
Okay.
How old is your son?
11.
All right. Did anybody ever show you a warrant or court order?
No. No.
No?
No.
Do you know if one exists?
No. Not one does not exist. All they have is a petition for dependency.
Okay, have you been to your first court date?
It was through Zoom, and it was so quick and just...
So the answer is yes, you've been to the first court date.
Yeah, yes, and the next one's September 30th. And
Okay.
We've only get 1 hour visits, and they're supervised, 1 hour a week.
Do you who is your, we don't use names on this show, but do you have an attorney?
One was appointed to me, each of us, myself and my husband.
Have you gone to try to have a appointment or a Zoom meeting or a telephone meeting with your attorney to discuss I can't really hear you, Melissa, because somebody's talking in the background. So I'm just asking you, Melissa, have you sat down with your attorney?
No. and I cannot get a hold of her. I've only spoken with her once. I've left 20 messages.
You left 20 messages? Oh, my God.
Yes.
So why don't you try to send an email? If she doesn't respond to you by Monday, call me, and I'll help you, go over the paperwork. Okay?
Okay.
Because I really have to see the evidence and the allegations that they filed against you in order to give you some type of, competent direction on how to handle this matter. Or, maybe I can contact your attorney for you and ask her to give you a call. So call my office tomorrow.
Did you guys say that it was I'm sorry, Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a court-appointed attorney or a hired attorney?
Court-appointed.
No, you told me you had a court-appointed attorney, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I used to be a court-appointed attorney many, many years ago.
Yes.
So court-appointed attorneys are like everybody else. There's good ones, there's bad ones, and a lot in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So call my office, 888-888-6582. Make a telephone or a Zoom appointment for me this coming week, and maybe I can help you out. And maybe even contact your attorney and have your attorney, get in contact with you, because this is an important, thing.
Yeah, my says, Mom, they're not listening. He's just having the roughest time. He won't shower. I'm trying to get him to shower. It's been a month now. He was taken on.
Is he with a relative?
He is, but this relative he's seen maybe 10 times in his life.
Okay.
He's 11 years old. So
all right.
It's rough for him.
Well, Melissa, please give me a call and make that appointment, and I'll be talking to you. Thank you for calling. Thank you for listening. In a few weeks, call us and tell us, give us an update, okay?
Okay. Thanks so much, Vince.
Thank you, Melissa.
Okay. Bye-bye.